Who should perform at the halftime show, Super Bowl halftime show that hasn't already?
Shit.
Drake.
Sweetie.
Green Day.
Man, I was very excited to do this podcast. That answer just went so many different directions. No, let's not get into that. Well, let's get into it.
Your answers are always so good, Shamir.
He didn't perform, right?
No.
He hasn't performed.
Okay, I was unsure. I was like,
Is there a reason?
I think it's not time yet.
Because he's not American?
I don't
know.
know.
Is The
Because
Weeknd Canadian?
Weekend's Canadian, yeah, and he performed. But yeah, I said Drake. I don't know. I think everyone knows like a lot of his songs, and
That's fire.
but I wasn't sure if he performed or not. So, but I guess he hasn't.
I don't recall.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl halftime performance is an absolutely iconic moment for an artist.
Yeah.
A lot of people look at this as like, this is the peak, more than awards and other things.
Yeah.
And it's always been done so like, big and bold that people really want when they get that opportunity, they want it to be really good. Do you guys know who's performing this year?
I can't recall.
I just remember someone asking Jay-Z if he would, and then he said like maybe not.
Isn't it underwhelming who's performing?
It's Usher, baby.
It's Usher?
It's Usher.
Usher.
Oh,
okay.
You
That's
know,
not underwhelming.
That's not
That's going to be
underwhelming.
so exciting.
really
yeah,
good.
that's actually pretty solid.
Because he's good at dancing too, and he's like good at performing. And
Oh, imagine he brings out Keke Palmer.
you think he would?
That would be so funny. Like
what?
considering, like basically, Keke Palmer has a baby daddy, right? And
Usher serenaded Keke Palmer.
at a show, and he quote retweeted it, and he was like, "You a mother, and you're dressing like that," like basically saying you should be ashamed. So the whole internet was like, "What the fuck? Like, what is wrong with this dude? Like, you're married to Keke Palmer, act like it." So then, as a result, it was like this huge thing that happened. So then Usher made a song, and he put her in the music video.
Oh, he did.
And the song starts off by going, "Somebody said that your boyfriend's looking for me." And it's like Keke Palmer walks out.
First of all, you're an incredible singer. If I haven't told you that.
Fabulous.
And Keke Palmer walks out, and the whole video is Keke Palmer pretending to be Usher. So then fast forward like a month or two, and now there's like all these allegations about how basically she's done, what's it called when you don't want somebody to contact you? Restraining order.
Restraining order.
She's put a restraining order on him for like being abusive and stuff. And people are like, we knew it. Like we should have known from the Usher moment. So
Against her ex.
Yes,
Okay.
against her ex. So I just think it'd be iconic because that was the whole reason he put her in the music video, and it was a whole thing.
Wow.
So it's gonna be Keke Palmer's halftime show, not Usher's. No.
Yeah, Jay-Z was saying, I just feel like it would be kind of obvious to put myself in that position.
Because he's part of the board that decides who goes on
he
there.
is the one that decides.
Oh, he's like solely him?
I don't think it's solely him, but
He's just
like, but like it's Jay-Z, it's Rock Nation that does it. So
Yeah.
like he's been, putting it together.
Yeah.
He has the say in it. But I think if Jay-Z were to do it, he can't do it alone. It's
Yeah, no.
imagine Watch the Throne, Super Bowl halftime.
That'd be cool.
Jay-Z and Kanye. Oh my God.
But I don't think that's happening. I don't think that'll happen.
I love
It
when
needs
there's
to
like
happen.
multiple people though. Like
No,
when,
with Kanye, anything can happen.
No. Remember
People befriend him.
Remember they did the 90s rappers, like they had Eminem, they had
Yeah.
50, or not 90s, 2000s rappers, they had Eminem, they had 50 Cent. Who else did they
Dr.
have?
Dre. It was Dr. Dre's thing, and then he had
Yeah.
helping him Eminem, 50 Cent, Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar.
I
yeah.
love
that was
that.
so sick.
even
And
when
Snoop Dogg.
J Lo
And Snoop
and
Dogg, yeah.
And
J-Lo did
Mary
it
J.
with
Blige.
Shakira, J Lo and Shakira. That
That
was
was
so
fun.
cool too.
Yeah, that's fine.
I like these combination ones,
There-
but when it's just one, it just doesn't give
There
the
was
same.
there was one year where they were like, Travis Scott was supposed to go, and he was performing with somebody else. I forgot who the other person was.
It was a band.
It was a band. Yeah, Coldplay. No, I don't know. But
He did the SpongeBob
yeah,
opening.
so everyone was like, "Please do the SpongeBob thing," or like, no, they want the SpongeBob like somehow integrated with the halftime Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then during his performance, his intro was actually SpongeBob like coming in like a comet,
Yeah.
and then he crashes lands, and then his song starts. So it was
Which
like
is the most,
homage to
like,
the memes.
21st century like meme-ish thing that could have happened. It was like, wow,
Yeah.
he made it here. But then when the Dr. Dre thing happened, I was like, oh my God, I'm old as hell.
Yeah.
Because kids were like, what is this? Who are these people? Like,
wasn't
like, this is so
50
outdated.
Cent like upside down, like shirtless?
Yeah.
That was sick.
Doing In the Club.
Yeah.
It was a recreation of the music video
Yeah.
originally. I mean, I was like absolutely losing it at that halftime show. That was
a really
amazing.
good one. Yeah.
It was really good because it's like it's supposed to be like made for everybody and like what the moment is and kind of like giving that platform to somebody who deserves it.
Yeah.
So some people you could argue like it was a little early, like Weekend. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it was fun, but
He did the best he could, but I agree. It's like
like I like it better when it's like somebody who's like really iconic.
I think the best thing is taking note from the Dr. Dre one is just having an ensemble. I don't think they should have like one person or two people anymore. They should have like a bunch of artists like collaborating in like a unique way.
Well, it's up to them because
It is up
if
to-
it's like, let's say Drake, then maybe Drake does like, he brings out, Lil Wayne and then he does
21.
maybe like a Young Money thing and then he brings out 21, he brings out J. Cole, like, it could be like his era or something like that.
Yeah. So
Does Jay-Z have like beef with Drake?
I don't know. I don't
He's
think so.
had beef with him.
Is
I
that
mean, it's
why
like-
he didn't invite him to the Super
I
Bowl?
think
yet?
they're cool now. I mean, he was on his last, I'm saying last album, Drake. Drake's last album is like yesterday. He has so many last albums. He was on his Scorpion one. That's how far back I was thinking.
Dang.
But and that was after the beef.
Yeah.
The so-called.
I guess maybe I'm talking to
small beef.
performers. Make sure you have an ensemble cast.
Yeah.
I said Green Day.
They haven't been on?
No, but that's a good one for my
Can you name
childhood.
a song?
American
American
Idiot.
Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Can you
Yeah.
sing it?
American Idiot. Did I just say American Idiot?
Yeah. you just
Holiday.
said Holiday, yeah. What
I
else?
walk a lonely road.
Okay,
the
got
only- Shut up, mom. Like I just want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Green Day was fun. Or like Blink 182 or something like that. Like
Yeah.
just I want to rock and roll like you
Yeah.
know something from back in the day that just like
So the
fun.
white people can be excited again.
yeah. I love white people music.
I feel like the kids have been eating the past couple of years. We need the oldies to like, because they're like, who are these performers? They're
Well,
getting
before that, when we were like kids, it was always like, oh, who are these people?
yeah. But now it's like they're becoming racist again. It's like
Like my dad used to always tell me like, this is who's performing.
Yeah.
Like, and I'd be like, "Ugh, why can't like a rapper ever be here? And he's like, because rap music is not like Super Bowl material. And then like a couple of years later,
yeah.
it's like all these guys, and
It's
then
like
my dad's
waves.
asking me,
Yeah. It's like waves now. We need the racists to calm down a little bit. They're like, and then
yeah.
To election year, it should be a little bit more strategic.
okay. Yeah, true.
Who did you say, Amber?
I never have a good answer. I said Saweetie, but that's because my quick responses are very limited. It's either Hillary Duff, Cadet Kelly, Saweetie.
I
Like
think Ice Spice would have been better.
Ice Spice is a great one. I was thinking more so like
You think Ice Spice at the Super Bowl halftime show?
imagine
First of all-
all of the newcomer female rappers like Ice Spice, Coily Ray,
Okay,
Saweetie, Megan. Yeah, that would be like fire. Like all the new ones.
They should do that. I think that would be fun.
Trap
I
Bunny
think they should do
Bubbles?
like the biggest
Who's that?
troll.
Trap. Like she's like a huge TikTok rapper. You've heard her songs.
Yeah, I think they should do like a troll halftime show where it's like all the people that people are like, why? Like Lil Nas X.
Oh my! He would not be allowed.
Yeah, him, Ice Spice, Lizzo, throw Lizzo in there.
Yeah, I just like
And the girl
when
that
there's
goes,
more.
ice cream, yum.
Oh,
She introduces it.
Yeah.
She goes, next up, Little Nas, yum, yum, yum.
Yeah.
football, so
That'd
good.
I was thinking of it because the Ravens are back in the AFC and
They're doing really well.
Ravens are doing amazing. We've got Lamar Jackson as the
Okay.
quarterback, potential MVP, and it's exciting.
Baltimore.
Baltimore. Have you like around your area, because you guys kind of like are closer to DC
Yeah.
from a young age? Were you guys kind of always like Ravens fans, or were you more so with the
Commanders.
Washington football team, whatever?
So
they're
there's beef. Some people.
Okay.
There's like 50-50.
yeah.
So like half of them are Ravens and half of them are Commanders. And then like
Commanders.
yeah, Commanders.
Gotcha.
Why
They
are we
like
so
fight.
good? Because this
Yeah.
didn't we won the Super Bowl in 2012? This is me being a girl and asking in the
Baltimore.
most girl way.
Amber,
Why are we so
girls
good?
like football.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
me being Amber. Sorry to specify.
Especially after Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Like girls are like, oh, I don't know anything about football, but I'll watch. And then when Joe Burrow was like thirst trap TikTok started coming out of him, girls started watching that football because of him now.
Yeah, this is probably the most I've ever been interested in football, simply because,
Baltimore.
well, that plus Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like in between, like like during the game, they'll just pan to her and just show like she'll probably get more screen time than most of the players there.
People are making signs of Taylor now, either trolling her or supporting.
Yeah,
And somebody made that meme that it was like the guy who's like has the jealous girlfriend he's looking at the girl in the front.
Yeah.
And then the jealous girlfriend is like holding his hand or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like the team that the Chiefs were playing, so the Bills. And the kid was holding it up, and then Taylor saw it and then like quickly just like looked away.
That's so funny.
She doesn't
Did you see
entertain stuff like that.
They hacked Taylor show's audio and like played a song of the Bills or something. She was
Really?
like performing, and they like hijacked her audio.
What?
and
Wait, during her concert?
Yeah, and during her performance, and they just started playing like the opposing team's song or something.
That's funny.
And she
Yeah.
was like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, is going on?"
But the
But-
Chiefs ended up winning. So they're advancing. So that's who we're going to be playing.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's who it is. So not the 49ers?
No.
Okay. I just thought I heard that it was rigged and the 49ers
Well-
are going to play the Ravens.
No, they're in the NFC. So we could play them like in the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, like the last time how that happened in the Super Bowl. But like last thing I'll say about this, it was funny that the Bills, like they got all these fans and other people to like volunteers to shovel out their stadium twice now. Like this is the second week, and Buffalo gets so much snow. Everything was closed down except the stadium. So if you were going there, you get paid $20 an hour, and you got to like shovel the whole thing. Are you impressed by that?
I mean, like,
If you're a fan,
if you're a fan and you're like a teen,
yeah.
imagine that's probably so lit.
Yeah, but
$20 an hour.
I bet you the adults are going too. They're like, oh, we could tailgate after.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
But
if they
how-
saw
Where
it
are they
in Buffalo.
snowing it
much
out
m-
to though? Like, where are they shoveling it out to?
It looked like they had a system. They were all kind of like going.
Okay,
in a
first of all,
direction.
they're from Buffalo, so they probably have like all the tow stuff like with them in their like trucks and stuff.
But in the seats,
What do you mean?
they're also shoveling out the seats.
Yeah, it's the seats.
Oh, in the stands, not the
Yeah.
parking lots.
I don't know about the parking lots.
No, I don't think
Oh,
they're
okay.
doing that. They probably have
I think the machines are doing that, but it was fans with shovels that are just you just see like
They don't have the dome cover or
aerial
anything?
thing. No, they should,
Yeah.
but no, I think like these teams make like so much money, like $20 an hour.
I mean, that's not that bad. That's more than what a lot of people get paid as like an IT tech support
The
agent.
kids in my neighborhood make more than $20 an hour shoveling snow.
Yeah, but it's also like the opportunity and like where you're doing it at, and they're probably so hype and like
Yeah, they'd probably do it for free, honestly.
Yeah.
So they're like,
For a
"Here-
couple
here's
of beers,
$20 an hour.
probably.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
would.
Yeah.
They would. People love football.
People love football.
Wait, one more thing. Did you guys see that Rihanna apparently said that last year when she revealed her baby bump that she never intended to do that?
What do you mean?
That she was wearing like kind of like a snowsuit,
Yeah.
and it was slightly zipped under her belly, and they're saying she said that like the zipper broke and that she never intended on revealing that she's pregnant.
The classic Super Bowl wardrobe malfunction.
Shout out Janet Jackson.
Wait.
That happened to her.
Oh.
You don't remember this?
Mm-mm.
Where were you when the Janet Jackson wardrobe malfunction happened?
Did she flash?
Justin Timberlake like flashed. It's like Justin Timberlake like pulled her like shirt down and then exposed her glittery star nipple. What's it called? Sticker?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not that bad.
I know, but it wasn't
Imagine it
supposed
was
to
her
happen.
real tit.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people were saying it was like set up, and then she got a lot of like blame for it. But then years later, people were like, "Oh, it's Justin's fault." Do you remember it? When
Yeah, a little bit. I never watched the actual thing, I don't think.
We were at my cousin's house, and I remember like our dads were like, "Oh my god, like this is crazy." I was like, "What happened?" Rewind it. They're like, no. I was like, "But what happened?" And they're like, "No, nothing happened."
Oh, dang.
Because I don't know if they skipped it or what happened, but like you didn't know what happened.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think there's like a 5 or 10 second delay like
Yeah.
with these things. So
Yeah. Welcome back to Strange Flavors, everybody.
The strangest and greatest podcast in the game.
game.
in the
World.
game, Woo!
Ooh. Ew.
Thank you for joining, Amber. We appreciate it.
I was cringing the whole time.
You love it. I'm
don't.
Big Trust Football for Us.
I am superstar Shamir.
I'm athlete Amber.
You know, you
that was a
always
good one.
Yeah, that was good. You
Thanks.
always go with the superstar. I've noticed that this is the third time you've used that one.
You're
Did I? I don't think I did.
I think you've used superstar before.
I haven't. But
not you recycling.
it's a backup. It's the go-to.
Welcome back. If you're watching on YouTube, notice we have a new intro. What do you guys think?
It was a cool intro.
So cute.
New intro, new outro.
Yeah.
So stay here for the outro.
Yeah.
New intro. What the fuck? I'm just gonna stop.
Nutri.
New intro, same bitches.
New intro. If you want to cop some merch, we got some nice fine merch. Frost is wearing a crew neck.
That's right.
Look at that.
Get yourself a nice Strange Flavors
Let me touch it.
crew neck,
That's real nice.
shirt, hoodie, whatever you
It
like.
feels so good.
Come here, get in it.
Audio listeners, I'm touching it right now. And yeah, if you right now you're a stranger, but if you want to become a friend or be part of the family, you can join the Patreon.
Bonus episodes released with the new episodes every single week.
Yeah, and like Amber tells her deepest, darkest secrets.
Yeah, I probably need to reel it back a little bit. but-
Literally, it catches us by surprise.
Yeah, we're like, what the heck? We learned new
we're like, we're
information.
talking about this?
Yeah. We're just like, we just talk about random shit and then
You guys presented to me the Patreon being a place where it's exclusive content. So I'm going to save the exclusive content of like close friends material.
Yeah.
Okay. Some of it I haven't even shared. All my close friends.
Nothing is ever really exclusive when you post it on the internet, like an OnlyFans leak.
Don't ruin it. This is so exclusive.
Yeah.
And it's only.
you think there's
only
gonna be leaks on
specific to
this? Like,
Patreon.
oh my god, Amber exposes.
Yeah.
like
Like people are on Reddit.
Reddit,
There's a
yeah.
Reddit thing. There's like, yo, does anybody have a code?
anyone have a code? Strange flavors Reddit.
Yo, who's got a link? Who's got a login?
like, yo, they're like discussing.
Are you guys sharing login codes for Strange Flavors?
Yeah, please.
I
Don't.
haven't been on the Strange Flavors Reddit, but let me find out.
Yeah.
The strange truth. Just know that last week I talked about my past marriage. Whoa.
Whoa, what the heck?
Taboo.
So
Damn.
if you go onto the Patreon, you'll hear it there. That's the only place you can hear about
The first one or the second one?
it. There's only been one. I'll let you guys know when we're ready for the second.
There's a prequel too.
They're pretty cool.
The series is hot.
Oh, there's also a story of like how I like kind of first met Amber.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so
That's true.
Yeah.
And the first impression you had of me,
First
which
impression.
was really not that great.
Yeah, so a lot of cool stuff on the Patreon. We want to thank all the new patrons. We've been getting new ones every week, so we appreciate you guys supporting this podcast. What was that?
it
Was
was
that you
Amber.
kissing?
Amber was kissing.
It wasn't. It was Shamir's little bunny puppies.
Bunny puppies.
They were good. There's a good sound effect. And yeah, I think that covers everything. What happened over the weekend? You were at a
I went to a
We say-
comedy show. I saw Akash sing. Do you guys know
okay
Akash sing?
Akash from Flagrant,
Flagrant,
the Flagrant
With
podcast.
Andrew Schultz.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, he's really good live.
Really?
He's really good live. I was not.
Okay.
First of all, I was not expecting much.
Yeah.
But I heard the same thing come out of like everybody else's mouth.
Huh.
Like in that show. Like
What was he really good with?
he was really good at crowd work. Like I've
Okay.
seen his crowd work before.
Yeah.
But his crowd work was just so natural, and like he comes off as like a huge dick, and like sometimes it's like very uncomfortable. But like he would approach another couple and he'd be like, "Hey, you guys don't look like you guys want to be bothered. Just like let me know if I do go overboard or whatnot." So he kind of like
Oh, he said that like live?
he said that live
on stage?
Yeah, yeah. It was like
Okay.
really like kind because like some people were like, "Oh God, ouch!" Like, and then he like kind of like just made sure like we're all good. We're just like having.
Did
fun
you
and
guys
whatnot.
get it or no?
We didn't get it, but so he had a meet and greet afterwards, and so we just like went to the meet and greet, and then
Did you have to pay more for it?
no, it was just free. They were like, "Oh, meet and greet, you just stand in line," and there was like 20-30 people in line. We just take a picture with them or whatnot. So we like all go meet with him, and then it's like me and 3 other friends, and so he's like, "Hey, what's your name?" And then he's like, "Nice to meet you," whatever. And then my friend, his name's Mitt, so he goes, "Hey, what's your name?" He goes, "Mitt," and he's like, "Nah, what's your real name?" And then he's like, "Mitt." He's like, "No, like your Indian name. Like, what's your real name?" He goes, "Meat." That's how you pronounce it. He's like, nah, what's your real name? He's like, Meat. It's actually Meat. He's like, all right, that's better than Mitt. But like, he just had that like little, moment right there, but it was nice. And then my friend goes, "Hey, you're taller on TV." Like, he was just joking. He's like, "Yeah, you're taller on TV." He's like a 5'7" Kings or whatever. But he was really nice. And
You're taller on YouTube.
yeah,
To be fair, I thought your friend Mitt's name was something longer as well.
I did too. So, I found out
It's
Thursday.
hiding something.
It's like, no.
Was that at the same place where you saw
Fahim
Asif-
Anwar.
Oh, Fahim Anwar.
Fahim
Okay.
Anwar, yeah.
Okay,
it was the
gotcha.
same exact place. There. DC Improv.
Right.
Yeah. But it was really nice. It was really fun. Had a great time. And I felt like it's not like, you know, Hassan Minhaj, he's like kind of, I don't know how to say it. He's like, he just brings all the brown people together.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's the Captain America of brown people.
Yeah.
So Akash Singh, I felt like he was like a smaller version of that. Like I saw so many brown people that I knew. And he like pulled him in. He's like, "Oh, you're at that show." And then like my other friends went like tomorrow, and I didn't even know. And they're like, "Yeah, we saw Akash Singh." So.
Went tomorrow.
Or sorry, went the day after. But yeah, it was fun.
That's cool.
And then, did you guys do anything? I didn't want to like steal the weekend, but if you guys have something, and then
No,
I'll
I
go
want to hear
after.
about the Maga Fest.
Yeah.
Maga Fest. Okay,
Yeah.
did you guys do anything? And then I'll talk about the Maga Fest.
I don't have to go through my camera roll. I don't know what I did.
No, that's a hard question. When someone asks me like, "What'd you do over the weekend?"
I'm
You just like never know.
I don't know.
You just like forget.
Yeah.
But did you do anything?
I was helping my brother with filming some like promotional stuff.
Yeah. Yo, I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah.
But like, I saw his Discord profile picture. I don't know if you made that.
Discord profile picture.
He like, it's a logo, and it looks sick.
Okay.
but I don't know if you made
It's like a
that.
Dower Power logo.
Yeah, it looked like him. Did you make that or?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. But you just had
Is
a
he
cool
getting
profile.
somebody else to make his look? No. I think it might have been like he does a lot of like AI stuff, so it might have been something on
It
there.
looked cool though.
I gotta check it out. I don't think I've seen
Damn,
it.
he's using AI over you. You're losing your job already.
But no, it was funny because he like whenever we're doing shoots and stuff like that, he's always like very shy about certain things. And like when it comes to doing certain projects, certain videos, like I'll do anything for the shot because I'm like, just get it. But it'll be something like, oh, you know, we're at the gym and he's like, oh, like you're not supposed to have the dumbbells over here. Like they're gonna say something over here. I want to like him to use the chalk, and he's like, oh, that's somebody else's chalk.
Yeah, he's like very considerate.
Yeah,
Overly
like
sometimes.
overly considerate. I'll just like put it in my pocket. I'm like, we're using the chalk.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it. He's like, no.
Yeah.
He gets like really nervous about that kind of stuff. But yeah, I was just thinking about that, about like what would be the line? Because sometimes I'm like, is it me, or like is that not that big of a deal? And
There was
sometimes
like
I think about that.
There's like a saying, it's like you apologize later or something like that. Like I forgot what it was. But
About-
Oh yeah. Don't ask for permission.
Yeah, I think
ask
you
for
said it.
forgiveness.
yeah. Don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Okay, does that apply to like?
Yeah, it does, because you don't have to ask somebody for.
Yeah, you
like,
don't
if they're
ask,
like, hey,
like, you
that's
don't
my
be
chalk, you'd be like,
considerate.
my bad. I thought
Okay.
it was
Yeah,
like.
you're just like, oh my bad. Yeah.
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 Well, I was thinking about like
You gotta
videos
act a little bit stupid sometimes.
when it's like certain prank videos. I know that some of those I don't like. So when it's, for example, like when it hurts somebody's business or like
Oh, you're filming prank videos?
no,
Not for Dower.
because we do like stuff where somebody might get like disturbed slightly or like inconvenienced, but it's not like, you know, a big deal.
Yeah.
Like if you're completely just ruining somebody's day, I feel like that's a different thing.
Yeah.
Prank videos when it comes to like ruining somebody's business, or like you're actually just like I don't know, doing something like maliciously, or you're getting yourself in like a bad situation, like those pranks in the hood, like
Yeah.
those are like OD.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So what did you guys film for?
I was shooting like promotional stuff for him.
Oh,
Yeah.
are we getting a Dower Power like training tutorial?
He's probably
thing?
gonna edit it via AI, like not even used for us.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I like yours, but no, we're like working on his brand and stuff like that. So he wanted me to do his video for it. So that'll be coming out soon. But
Cool.
you heard
Very
about it. He was a guest on the podcast, I think like a few episodes ago. So if you want to hear more about it, it's
Yeah.
on there a bit. But
Love that.
yeah, let's get to this Maga Fest.
Maga Fest. So I went to Mag Fest.
Yeah.
People thought it was Maga Fest.
It was giving Maga Fest every time I looked at it.
Actually, Amber confessed her patriotism towards the Republican side.
I did.
Because she got excited and she was like, Maga Fest? And I was like, and then she was like, so she's Republican.
Also, I was saying how I went down a Twitter doom scroll about Vivek Ramaswamy. And I was like, wait, like he's kind of funny, right? Like, wait, I kind of like him, like not like in a real political way, but like he's kind of cool. And then at the end of that scroll, it was like 3 hours ago, and it's like he has dropped out of the presidential campaign. And I was like, damn, I just started liking you.
Yeah.
But
They're all trying to be sidekicks of Trump now. You'll see that.
yeah, that's what I was saying. He is endorsing Trump now, and I was like, oh no. But like mostly liked him because I didn't like Nikki Haley, and I liked how he was like,
he was attacking her. Yeah.
Like very much so.
Yeah.
He like attacked her daughter. He said that she was basically Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels.
Yeah.
Indian on Indian crime.
He like only calls her by her Indian like real given name and not her whitewash name, which is like Nimrata.
That's fire.
That's hilarious.
That's a fire thing to do.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'll call her by her name, her chosen name, when she starts saying Vivek properly, because she knows how to pronounce it.
Ooh.
And I was like, ooh.
That's fire. But yeah.
But you were not at the Maga.
I was not
You
at the
were not
Maga
at the
Fest.
Maga
I was
Fest.
at Mag Fest, which stands for the Music and Gaming Festival, but it was just a convention. It's one of them. I've never been to this one, and it's mostly gaming, but like people dress up as like anime characters and whatnot. But I always go to conventions where people dress up because they're interesting people. I like to interview them.
Are there activities, or is everyone just like dressed up and like kind of
There's
socializing?
there's
and stuff?
activities. There's like raves. There's people selling merchandise. There's actual games. Like they have the arcade machines pulled up. People are like, there's tournaments.
Okay.
Like there's, dancing. People meet up to like take pictures together. There's a bunch of stuff happening for like 3-4 days straight. So it's like kind of crazy.
On the like scale of like where you are when it comes to how much you embrace
Yeah.
this culture versus like you feeling like, all right, this is kind of funny, like this is a lot. Where do you land? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So I think I'd probably say 5 or 6.
Okay, so you're like you're
In the
involved in the culture.
Involved in the culture.
Like some anime, the video games.
Yeah.
But some people, they're like-
here's the difference, right? Like I have many different cultures, right? Like I have brown culture, I have nerd culture, I have like, art culture, whatever, music, all that stuff, right? So I can like, move into whatever culture that I'm feeling or whatnot. And I'm just part of all those. For these people, this is what I felt really sad about. This is everything they have. You can tell. I don't know why, but like you can kind of tell that this is all they have. And they're like fully in their moment, fully in their place. And you just feel sorry for them. Like, I don't know if they have like, a cultural background and this is all they do. And this is not even like fully their culture. A lot of it's like Japanese and stuff. But like, we're just being straight up. That's what we observed. But they're all really nice people.
He's like they're embracing something and it's not for them.
Yeah, literally.
Well,
But
it's not a culture; it's a community. It's not like they're embracing like the Japanese culture. They're just like fans. They're collectively excited about anime and these different niche things,
they
right?
turn it into like a culture, right? Because they don't have.
But is there like one culture behind it? Because I feel like there's several different.
Yeah, it's like a mix going on, but like if you go, you'll like kind of see like a lot of them have a similar vibe.
Okay.
Like a lot of them have a similar vibe. They like the similar things. They like to do similar stuff. They're in the similar jobs and whatnot. But we basically, me and my uncle, we just like go around interviewing people.
Uncle Hadi,
Uncle
aka
Hadi,
Polo Man.
Polo Man. So yeah, shout out to him. He always helps out.
And he seems like he's at the same kind of level too, where he knows a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he actually knows more than me.
Yeah.
And he embraces it in a different way. Like he'll bring it up in like conversation, like, oh, that's like Goku, and like no one in the table knows who Goku is or whatever, but like he always just brings it up in normal conversation.
Yeah.
So he embraces it like that. And But he always gets like excited when he sees like a character that's like very niche. He's like, oh my God, that's like from my childhood. And I'm like, bro, you have to go interview him. Like, you're excited. So go interview him. And then he'll go interview him. And then when I'm excited about a character, I invite and interview them. Basically ask them like what they do for a living, like how much their costume costs and stuff like that. Just get to know them. And like, I think you just meet a lot of like interesting people and they're all really nice.
Did you find more furries this time?
Yeah, actually, this is the convention that I got rejected by from the most furries.
Why?
I think there's a lot of interviewers now that are like interviewing them, but they're like messing around with
They
them.
have bad intent?
They have bad intent. And so I don't think they know that I'm like one of the nice ones.
Aw.
So they're like, no, I'm fine. And then they're like,
You should wear
just
like
leave.
a pro furry shirt.
Pro
Yeah, I was
furry,
gonna
yeah.
say like wear a shirt that says I'm one of the
Or-
nice ones.
But
Show up in a furry costume without the headpiece.
yeah, I should. But I walked in the second day, like it's early morning. Hadi and I are tired. We're walking to the hotel. This guy stopped. He's like, oh my God, are you Shimmer? And I'm like,
Really?
yeah. And then he's a full furry costume. He's like, I've been looking for you.
Wait, like he's doing anime voice?
No, like he's like tired. Like, I think he was
Oh,
chasing.
that's his real voice?
I think he was chasing after me or
Oh,
something.
okay.
He's like, oh my God, like, and he's like really nervous. And
Shimmer.
oh, like he
I didn't
probably
think I'd
saw in
find you
your
here.
story or something.
no, he like randomly saw me right there. Like he knows
Like,
I was gonna go.
of the interviews. And
Yeah, he
stuff.
knows of the interviews.
No, but how did he know you're going to be there if he's looking for you?
Because I posted content that I was going to be at this convention earlier.
So he's like Shimmer stalker.
Yeah. He's like, I've been looking for you. And he's like, you interviewed my friends like this other convention and stuff like that. And then I was like, yeah, like I'm down to interview. So we just had like a nice interview, but it was like funny.
You should have been like, yeah, so do you guys have sex in those costumes? Right away. Right away, just throw them off.
Yeah. But
I think it's time that you embrace your real community, dude.
what?
I think you go ahead and do a furry costume.
Everyone's telling me like we should.
And then somebody asks you like, yo, like what kind of a furry are you? And you're just like, oh, I'm just Pakistani.
I'm just Pakistani. Like a very hairy
This is a
dude.
hairy one.
Yeah. Yeah, just the face is out. Yeah. It's like, what are you talking about? I'm just Pakistani.
I'm just Pakistani.
You want more furries? Go to Pakistan.
Literally.
Direct flight.
What classifies a furry as a furry, as opposed to just like a cosplay?
And it's like an animal, and then they just have like a lot of fur. So it could be like, it could be a dog, it could be a dragon, it could be a cat, but usually have big heads and they have like the animal hands and stuff like that. So
How do they go to the bathroom? You ever asked that question?
yeah, they like take off the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Where do they put it?
They have a handler. Usually they have a handler that that usually takes care of them or make sure like they don't
No
get
way.
like beat up in public or anything. But
Wait, furries have handlers.
yeah.
Is it just a person?
Usually it's someone they know or like mom, dad, whatever. But
Mom or dad?
yeah, this one girl.
Do they
she
have a
had, like,
leash too? I'm just asking.
That's so funny. I wish. No, so the funny thing is, like, I'm looking for these furries that everyone thinks what they are, right? So everyone thinks, oh, they act like animals. I've not met a furry yet that's acted like an animal. And the last couple furries, I'm like, do you guys act like animals? And they're like, nah, like we don't. And I'm like, come on, where are these furries? But
You should put out like a casting call.
casting call. Well, I want to go to an actual furry convention because I've never been to.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was
Wait,
good.
where did those happen?
There was actually one in like Virginia that happened, but I missed it. But
That's like the Burning Man of furry animals.
yeah.
Burning Man.
Burning Man. But it's interesting because they're all like pretty similar now. Like that now that I've interviewed a bunch, like I kind of know their vibe. At first, it was like very interesting because I was like, I hear about these people, but
Yeah.
let's figure out their misconceptions and whatnot.
If you were a furry, what kind of a furry would you be?
Dude, I want to be either like a lion or a cheetah or something like that.
Ooh,
yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah.
What would you pick, Amber? Oh, so you had an
No,
explanation?
I was just gonna say like I haven't seen much of
Okay.
like ones with stripes or anything.
Oh, okay. Well, cheetahs don't have stripes.
No. Oh yeah. Why did I say? I was
Tiger?
Tiger. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've seen. They're usually like a wolf, a dog,
Yeah.
something like that, right? What would you pick? What would be your furry costume?
Like a white cat or like a black cat. Ooh, a black cat.
Black cat with pink, like
Oh, that's
in the middle,
so cute.
with pink paws.
I love that.
Yeah,
Pink button nose.
I like it.
We already know what yours is.
What?
It's got to be a wolf, right?
I really like those.
I think
I think
it has to be.
they look really cool.
Your wallpaper is a wolf. Like, you're already one.
Literally.
Okay, let
Don't
me
you
call-
identify as a wolf?
let me come with you.
He's like wolf pack.
yeah,
and
wolf
the,
pack.
strongest of the pack.
His wallpaper on his iPhone's a wolf. Like
His literal background.
literal as the background's a wolf.
On
I'll,
his-
show, I'll act like an animal. I'll show up to the furry convention.
See, this is
I'll
the
come with-
problem for us.
Oh,
Like when you go to these things, you're not serious enough about them.
I would be I would be the most serious.
But-
he'd probably be the most serious.
but
like
in
everybody
a
else, they're
problematic
just-
way.
How's that problematic?
Like you'd be the most serious, but it's like in a mocking.
Listen to me.
sense.
If I'm gonna be a wolf furry, I'm gonna be alpha wolf furry.
What did he say last podcast? He was like, when I feel like I'm that person, I have to become
I
it.
have to become it.
Yeah.
I have to be like Balto. You ever seen Balto?
No.
You guys don't know who Balto is?
No, what is Balto?
What's wrong
Like
with
you're
you
talking
guys?
about Baltimore, just cut it off.
Balto is a real story.
Who's Balto?
Who?
It's a
the
kid. It's
hell
a
is
classic
Balto?
kids. Oh my god. Okay, look
Who's
at Balto.
Balto?
Balto is a wolf who went out while there was a huge blizzard happening, and he got the girl medicine and he saved her life, and it's a real story, and he has a
It's a
statue.
real story.
Yes, and
Wait,
it's a
is this a
kids
Russian
movie.
thing?
That's Balto.
This. I've never watched this.
Oh, it's like a
I've seen the
movie.
VHS cover of it though.
Why'd you say it's real?
It's a real story. Look at the Balto statue. Watch.
It's not real, bro.
No, it's a real story. It's based on a real story. You guys
You'd
don't
be
even know.
Balto. He's
Look.
not even a wolf.
Just
He's a
because they have
dog.
a statue doesn't mean it's real.
Oh yeah, I think he's the only dog.
He's
Like
a
he was
kuta, bro.
amongst other wolves. And look at the white wolf in Balto. Like the white wolf was he was like a spirit. Like he guided Balto, guys.
Balto.
Oh,
Nice.
he was so cool. And you guys didn't even look. Balto was really going through it, and you guys don't even know that he went through this.
So is he a dog or a wolf?
Yeah, I'm confused.
I'm
Is he
forgetting a
howling?
little bit.
Balto howling?
You don't even know Balto.
Oh, I get it. This is a metaphor. You're like Balto trying to be with the furries.
I like it. Keep going.
Yeah, you're like trying to assimilate and trying to be like them.
You think
Yeah.
you're a wolf, but you're just a dog.
But then Balto, he ends up like leading the pack.
Wow.
And there's
you
a
could do
girl,
that.
and she's like, she really needs medicine or she's gonna die. But there's a blizzard outside. Everything's covered. It's so sad.
Like a girl wolf?
You'd be
or-
too busy like howling and shit to get her the medicine.
I would get her the medicine. I swear I would get her the medicine.
No.
That's like like if you're a dog, you have no mission in life. You finally get a mission.
You can have no mission in life.
Like, what is a dog's mission?
Yeah, but you're
To
just gonna
literally
be
be
like
owned.
too into
be
being
owned.
a dog.
Like you
to
go
be a great
outside,
companion.
like take a walk, take a shit.
That's a
What
vibe.
else do you do?
That's a vibe.
I know, but like you have no purpose.
To just be happy.
Damn, wait till the
Your
dogs
purpose is to
hear
be
that.
happy.
Yeah.
What if
Serve
you're
your
sad? Have
master.
you ever seen a sad
They
dog?
literally have an
Yeah.
album for them.
My friend had a dog that
For
looked
the
like
dogs.
Samuel L. Jackson. He looked so sad all the time.
He looked like Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah.
Wait, he was,
It was,
he was sad because he looked like Samuel L. Jackson, or he was Samuel L. Jackson and then like ended up looking sad?
It looked like a sad Samuel L. Jackson. I'm gonna see if I can find it. This is really important.
Boxer Samuel Jackson.
Are you even
It was a
sharing
boxer
to
dog.
them?
Yep.
That's your friend's dog?
It looks just like this.
What is going on?
He doesn't look sad. He just looks stern.
Well, that one looked sad. It was abused before.
He looks
like-
like he's a lot of wisdom.
Yeah.
Right. What were we talking about?
Your
Furries.
Your furry animal.
Right.
We said you would be a
Oh
wolf.
man, that would be so fun.
Yeah.
At least I would actually like rep them properly.
Yeah.
If you're saying that they're not even acting like animals, then you're not even believable. What's the
Maybe
point?
they're not like supposed to.
Okay, if you're cosplaying, right?
Yeah.
I'm cosplaying, and I have chosen to be Mario.
Yeah.
And then you come up to me and you're like, oh, like, what's something Mario says? Like, like you do that, and then you're like, and I'm dressed up as Mario, but I'm like, dude, not right now. How disappointed would you be?
That's not what they're like, though. no, right.
It's like, dude, I'm just a guy. I just have a mustache on. Like, it's not that deep.
No. See, the thing
Like,
is,
you better give me a woohoo. if I see you as Mario, you better start throwing fireballs.
Yeah.
Trum, trum, trum.
You guys know. You guys know Doug Dimmadome?
Yeah.
Doug Dimmadome,
Yeah.
owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Yeah. So I saw him at the convention. I'm like, yo,
No
Doug.
way.
Everyone's like, yo, Doug Dimmadome. He's like, owner of the Dougsdale Dimmadome. Every single time. And I'm having like a normal conversation.
No,
like,
I like this.
Oh yeah, like what do you do for work and stuff? He's like talking to me normally, and then like someone comes from the side like, oh my god, it's Doug Dimmadome. He's like, owner of the Dougsdale Dimmadome.
Dude, I
He just do
love
it every
that.
time.
So cool.
See, he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. So I think he talked with you, and then like
Did you tell him that once upon a time you were the brown Doug Dimmadome?
Me?
Yeah. Looking at the brown duck dimmadome.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
got the. Okay.
Why'd you get disappointed?
We sang the
You were
song.
you were in a music video
Yes.
by a hit group called Ronopono one time. Guys, Shimmer thinks he's outgrown the Brown Doug Dimmadome character, and I'm just here to tell everybody that I'm putting it back in his roots. You were in a music video called Butt Chin by the hit music group, world famous Ronopono,
Pono.
and you played a character named Brown Doug Dimmadome.
And you were like getting ready to fire up the booty hole.
Yeah.
That's right.
I thought you guys were gonna like talk about like an outfit that I had where maybe my hat was too tall, and then I was just like slightly disappointed that you guys didn't roast me.
It was clip arted in.
Yeah. But
Yeah, you should have told him I was the Brown Doug Dimmadome.
Have you ever had have you ever like seen at these conventions somebody dressed up as like a baby and like they're next to like their handler?
What?
oh, like an adult baby?
Yeah.
No, honestly, I haven't.
Is this like a fetish thing?
Yeah, you know, like back in the day, there was like My
No.
Strange Addiction
Oh,
and
yes.
stuff that you would watch on YouTube and like random shit. And there's always people who are like, I'm like sexually attracted to my car, and like
Yeah.
I like to eat Chuck. And then there's like this one
Deodorant. There was the girl that eats
deodorant. Yeah. And like the guy was like fucking his car
Yeah.
in there and stuff. But then there was multiple episodes about people who thought like dressed up as babies and had their like boyfriends like change their diapers and shit. And it was like a part of the sexual fetish.
Like they actually like pooped themselves.
And they
And
would
then
have their husbands or boyfriends like change their diapers, and they'd like have binkies and they'd sleep in a crib. And I was like, how is this not pedophilia?
Yeah, it's weird.
This is extremely weird. I'm just also remembering that I might have cosplayed as a baby last night.
What?
You wore a diaper?
Because you slept?
No, we went to
You pooped your pants?
we went
You
to
You had a
sucked a
bottle?
titty?
Yeah.
we went to BJ's, the restaurant,
Okay.
and we were gonna get the Pazookies,
Right.
and I asked the lady if she had milk, and then she was like, "Yeah, we have milk," and then everybody was like, "Wait, you guys have milk?" Like,
Yeah.
typically, like restaurants, they have like soda and water,
Yeah.
but they had milk. So then everybody wanted some milk, and then she brought us all milk, and then she was like, "How's the cookies and milk?" And then I was like, "Are you babying us right now?" And then she's like, "You want some milky?" I was like, "Okay." I do feel like a child. It was late at night. Everybody was drinking, and we were having a tall glass of milk.
Wait, how
With
much
our
was
cookies.
how much did it cost? Like that's what I'm wondering. Like
Yeah.
it's not on the menu, right? Like, what was the receipt say?
The total was $25 for a 3-piece Pizookie with 4 glasses of milk.
Like it said glasses of milk on the receipt.
I didn't look.
Yeah, how did
Yeah,
they?
I
How
think it
they
just said like
dial
drink or
that?
something.
Okay.
Why?
I'm gonna go
I don't know.
$2.50 a glass.
$2.50 a glass.
Yeah.
I was just curious, like maybe they were like, oh, how do we put this in the system or whatever? I don't know. But they're like, oh yeah, we got milk. Like we
Yeah,
got
it's a
you.
lot of. It was a lot of milk. I've never had a tall glass of milk. Well, if I have, it's a skinny glass. But this
Yeah.
was like like those big like soda glasses. It was like one of those, but filled with milk to the brim. And I was like, I think I have IBS as of now.
That's a-
I just downed 3 Pizookies and I'm drinking a tall glass of milk. And my waitress is calling and is referring it to as milky.
milky.
And everybody around me is drinking beers. I cosplayed as a baby last night.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Good for you.
my nephew.
Interview me. Let me show up to a convention with a diaper on.
I did. I was like, how much did your milk cost? You know, what do you do for a living? There you go.
My nephew calls.
What do you
like,
do for a
all
living? I
nipples.
shit and cry. Sorry.
It's okay. My nephew calls all teddies doodies. Like any type of like, it could be anybody or anything. And for the longest time, he was obviously breastfed himself, and so now he has like a younger sibling and stuff, and he's like, doody this, doody that, whatever. And so I was putting a pin on his shirt, and he was like, "Oh my God, Popo, you almost got my doody." And I was like, "You don't have one."
Yeah.
It's like,
That's so cute because I feel like I don't know. We didn't have a word for that.
No.
yeah.
And Duddies is like the cutest way you could say that.
Yeah,
Like-
because we called him Duddy Boy, like Titty Boy.
Like that's the cutest way.
That's also 2 Chainz' nickname, but he's Titty Boy.
Yeah,
But
that's where it was derived from.
he's gonna be the brown 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
Diddy Boy.
Titty Boy.
Duddy
That's
Boy.
gonna be his rap name.
Yeah,
That's
but
kind of fire.
for us, like we would say for like our private area, we call it chunumunu.
What?
Yeah, we call it
you,
chunumunu.
you guys specifically do that.
Yeah, we guys because chunumunu in general just is like small, like cute thing. So it
Yeah.
like that's the slang term or whatever.
And it's very
That
cute to say
small
to
little
a
thing.
kid.
Yeah, like you're chunumunu, like
Yeah.
they're like yeah, chunumunu.
You gonna teach your wife that?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
chunumunu only in the house.
In daycare we called it. Oh my god. No.
They're cosplay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Wait.
like, only if I get your titties.
No.
I think I'm gonna use duddies for my kids. Like, you know, they'll call it duddies. Would your guys' parents like force you to call like private areas? Like, would you guys have?
Dude, my dad was not on like Google Images. Like these boobs call them this. What are you talking
Call
about?
it this. No, would you guys?
We
call
didn't
it
talk
that?
about it.
At all.
There's
No.
like
When-
brown like words that they use to like lessen the intensity of it.
Yeah.
So instead of bra, they'd be like Brzy, right? Like
Brzy,
I
okay.
don't know where that came from,
Yeah.
but they'd call it a Brzy. And then for
No, they say slip.
slip,
I've heard that before. Slip.
that's cute. And then there's for period, they'd call it monthly,
Monthly. Okay.
just monthly.
I like the finances. I like that. The monthly is in.
The monthly is in.
Did you get the monthly?
Yeah. And then for P, we just say like shushu. Like
Bishi.
bishi. That's a good one. Yeah. Bishi shushu.
Bishi Pashab.
Bishop.
Bashab is disgusting.
That's like formal.
yeah, that's too much.
That's the formal way to say it.
It's
Right?
Punjabi.
Chichi Karnia?
Chichi?
Chichi Karnia?
I've never heard chichi.
Really?
Yeah, chichi.
Chichi job.
And then we say potty for like.
We have a lot for that.
What do you guys say?
There's party, there's tatty, there's
There
and
should
it
have been a
depends on
word
the
for
kind
that.
it is. Like if it's like the little bunny
Yeah.
tatties, it's like
Bunny
it's like bit. Yeah.
What?
And then like the bigger there's like different words. Like for fart, we have a ton of them.
Oh, what is it?
Bud.
Bud, pussy,
Pussy.
proo. Yeah. There's
We have PC.
PC?
Yeah, that's how we say fart.
yeah, there's a lot of them.
Wow.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. It's just interesting.
Yeah.
I was like,
That was cute.
I think it like a lot of them also just between cousins and stuff. Like we learned a lot of that stuff through them. Like,
Concerning.
well, we were always just like potty mouth, dirty mouth,
In
Big
daycare,
mouth.
we referred to all of the boys' private parts as friends. So it'd be like,
I don't like that at all.
so we'd be like, make sure your friend is in the toilet. Okay, like clean your friend.
It's so weird.
What else do you call it?
Cock.
clean your cock.
A wiener. A wiener for
Wiener,
kids is
yeah.
perfect.
No, it's too much.
Oh,
We're in
your
school,
weenie.
and then
Weenie.
no, because you have to
Wee wee.
remember that everything that you say to them, the girls will also pick up. They're going to start repeating, and you could tell them one word, and they will repeat it. Like there was a stage where Siam said every word that related to butt, like haha.
That's kids. That's just being kids in a
I
nutshell.
know, so
but
imagine-
the kid is gonna go up. He's like, "I'll show you my friend if you show me yours," and the girl's actually bringing her like best friend over, and
Yeah.
he's got his.
That's
Wiener
a
out.
common experience where a lot of times around the age of like 5 to 8, they'll just be like, "Do you want to see mine? I'll show you yours. If you show me yours, I'll show you mine."
Dang.
I don't
like
like over babying things. I've never been a huge fan of that. I like slang because slang is like it's funny, whatever, like it works. But like I don't like the over babying.
I agree, but I don't love a
'Cause how long is it
4-year-old
gonna be
boy
like-
saying vagina. Like a lot of that doesn't like sit right with me.
No, there could be something else for that.
Yeah.
What did they call it back in the day? I don't even remember if there was a word for that.
Coochie?
Coochie.
No, but like the kids didn't say that.
No, I don't know.
I didn't even know what it was till like 6th grade, bro.
Yeah.
like.
No, you didn't know because it was like when you take the
My nephews are like, because I have a niece now. They're like, when is she gonna grow?
Oh my God.
I was like, no, that's not how that, like, I didn't say anything. I left it to their mom, but I was like, you can't, like,
She'd be
hide
like,
your own-
nowadays, you never know. Could be coming in. It's her choice.
It's her choice.
Yeah, when we used to take the clothes off the Barbies, I was just like, oh yeah, there's nothing there.
Yeah, that was like misleading. I was like, oh dang, this is how they are.
No,
it should
it's
be
not misleading.
It should be
It's-
biologically accurate.
Yeah.
It's not misleading. It's pretty close to it. It's if anything,
I mean,
Ken
I
was
guess,
Ken
sorta.
was misleading.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Ken was very misleading.
I mean, there's just like I guess.
What do you want, a slit?
Yeah, like
like booty cheeks?
booty cheeks.
Like
Bulge.
The bulge, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, MagFest was good. Busy weekend.
That's good, man.
Really
Your
cold.
interviews are always fun.
Really cold.
I actually had a very traumatizing experience happen.
Oh my gosh, what
Again?
happened?
Is it a safe space?
This is a safe
No.
space.
Is this a safe space?
I don't know. It's just, it depends on the topic.
I wanted to share a traumatizing experience only if this is a safe space. If it's not, I will go to, a local lunch lady,
Reddit.
and
Vent
a
it
lunch
out.
lady is always, she'll, honey, you want some fries with that, sweetie?
Are you gonna have those pork nachos or whatever? What is it?
That's comfort food, please. It's only between me and her. All right, if it's a safe space, I'll share the story.
It's questionable, but we'll decide along the way.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is hard, but it's
This is gonna be so dumb.
no, it's
Yeah,
not. It's
dude.
traumatizing. If I'm telling you it's traumatizing, like respect
Yeah,
it.
but you
Staring
saying
at
it's traumatizing.
Samuel L.
is-
Jackson is a boxer up here. Nothing can be taken serious. God, I just want to share a traumatizing story.
You
on this
prefacing
podcast.
with that is gonna be like, I opened up an orange and it was shaped odd. Like
Yeah.
It had no slit.
Go
Okay.
ahead. What's traumatizing? Tell us.
So I was in a public bathroom. And I was washing my hands. I look in the mirror and I see this guy, probably my age, young man, he's on the dryer and he goes double hand, double dryer, one hand for each dryer.
Intense.
Okay. So he's drying his hands at half the speed. One is occupying, giving full attention to each hand.
Double speed,
Yeah.
not half speed.
Well, half the speed it would take to
Oh,
do
right.
two
Half the
hands
time.
in
Yeah,
one
yeah.
dryer, right? So then I saw it and I thought, well, this looks like a really good idea. I loved the idea. I thought this man is innovative. His name is probably Nate, right? Nate is an innovative guy. We'll call him Nate.
Shout out Nate.
Yeah.
Nate just double dried his hands and walked out in half the time I would have.
Yeah.
I thought, I like what Nate did. He's out of the bathroom. Let me go for it. So I, like Nate, went for the double hand dry, right? A quick in twist. My hand is already dry. Turn it back. But as I'm doing that, I'm smiling. I'm feeling good, right? Like, this is really great. I've basically unlocked a new trick that this man has just unlocked for me without even knowing.
Surprise
But as I'm
hack.
doing that, he walks back into the bathroom and catches me using his technique. He left something.
You stole his flow.
Literally. And at that point, we locked eyes. He saw my hands on the double dryers. We both knew what I was doing. I was stealing his entire technique.
Was he like smiling like, yeah, like
I saw his body language and he grabbed whatever he left. And then his head was tilted about 45 degrees higher than when he walked in.
so
he
like
invented you.
snarky.
I swear, I think I saw a smirk as he was walking out with the side eyes still kind of locked in on, look at this kid just taking my excellent technique that I've
He
shown
invented
him.
you.
He literally put me on, and I did it right after he left. And to me, I felt like a beta male. I was caught in an act taking somebody else's technique. And you know what he did when he went home that day? Nate, probably.
He went on his podcast called Flavor Strange, talked about how someone followed him
Yes.
and stole his technique.
He's showing off to everyone. He probably called his wife on the ride home. And he's just like, honey, why don't you slip into something a little comfortable? I got a surprise for you today.
I got 2 air
He's
dryers.
feeling good.
Oh.
Well, he's not going to tell her about it. He's just on
Got a
his high
little
horse,
extra pep
on
in
his
his step.
tippy toes, pep in the step. He goes, you know what? Let me get a pizza for the kids today. He goes to the, Pizza Hut, and he gets a Meat Lovers pizza. That's what they do. These Nates, right? A Meat Lovers, I think it's like a premium
Yeah, it's expensive.
pizza. He
It's
gets
like a $30 pizza.
yeah. So he probably gets that, goes home, wife and kids. They're all sitting on the couch, like watching a nice family movie, probably something Pixar that teaches a nice life lesson. He's huddled around. He's like, my life is so good.
Avatar: The Last Airbender with the air.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, that's me right there.
Yeah.
Me? How did I go home that day?
A little bit shorter.
My car was parked in the lot, but I had to walk home. I'm too embarrassed to drive. I can't drive. I'm too embarrassed. Like, what just happened to me is clearly putting me into a place that I am worth nothing. I go home in my lonely apartment, no family, no kids. I sit on the couch with a bag of cheese curls, right? Eating cheese curls, watching probably Love Island, maybe like Justice League Snyder's Cut again, rubbing the cheese curl dust on my business casual, right? And going to sleep a depressed, lesser man than Nate.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I agree. You are a lesser man as a result.
I mean, how would you feel if this happened to you?
Well, you did the wrong thing. You did multiple wrong things.
How could I not go
Yeah.
for it after I saw something so premium?
There's 2 ways. One, you shouldn't have put your hands in the dryer. You didn't watch the TikToks.
I was gonna. I was gonna bring that up.
You're not supposed to put your hands in the dryer.
First of all, yeah,
It's
talking
you,
about?
hold on. You and Nate did something very wrong. The
Yeah.
technique is nice.
Yeah.
Technique is dope.
What are we talking about?
But the thing is, you don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Put those fingers down right
you
now.
don't know. You don't know. The worst thing to do in the bathroom is actually get your hands dried by the air dryer.
Yeah.
Because why? Tell them.
All the germs from the bathroom,
Not just the germs, the poop particles.
the poop particles go into the air dryer and they just force them onto your hands.
And
when
so
you're
you
dry.
actually accumulate more poop particles from the air dryer than going like this.
Imagine you
waving your
do
hands
that and
around.
then you're like, let me go to the food court and get something to eat. Now you're just eating
You got
shit.
duck
How are,
your
you
hands.
how are you supposed to dry your hands? That doesn't get poop particles on it?
No.
No, literally, they
But
did it.
you're still in the bathroom.
They did a study where
Okay, so
they're-
first of all, the air dryer also has like heat, right? It has a little
Okay.
bit of heat. And so then with the poop particles like compressed into the air dryer,
Yeah.
it will slap onto your hands and then it'll stick there.
and it's warp speed grabbing air
Yeah.
to shoot out as well.
So you actually copied
I'm
Nate.
hearing a lot of science, but what I'm really feeling is an absolute dub over Nate.
Well, that's the second thing
You
that you should
collected
have
more
done.
poop than him?
No,
He's been
He
collecting
guided you
he's
wrong.
collecting double the poop.
double the poop.
Yeah.
He's been
You're
collecting
right.
double the poop all his life. Piece of shit.
Yeah.
and quicker.
Double piece of shit.
And quicker.
And like
I
you're
only
over
did
here.
it once. I
Yeah.
was thinking about doing this from now on and
That's true.
putting people on, but
We just saved you.
Now you can be taller again.
Yeah.
so I should wave my hands around in the air in the bathroom or outside the bathroom.
It doesn't matter, but as long as you're out of there soon.
I don't know if I feel comfortable with coming out of the bathroom shaking my hands with like wet stuff on it.
Think about
Well,
it. It's a power move.
It's not a good look.
It
you go,
is.
You go to your coworker, you're like, hey, I just came from the bathroom. Achoo! And then like act like it's a fake sneeze.
That's such a brother thing to do.
And then, yeah, it's a power move.
The second thing is that when Nate came back in, you should have looked him dead in the eye and been like, good technique. And then just
I didn't have enough
squashed.
time because if I think back to it, I would have totally like AMOG'd him. I would have stared him down. That's a acronym for alpha male of the group.
Oh my God.
So give him like the authority stare while I'm drying my hands like double as fast. Let him like know that it's my move now, Nate. You get out of the way.
Yeah,
You don't
I'm
own it
collecting
anymore.
shit around here.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of conflicting stuff happening after this story. I didn't think this is how it would go, but now I'm wondering if I should stick to this amazing technique I saw. Hold on. If that didn't stand true, the whole germ thing.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the technique?
It's fire technique.
Yeah.
Like I think it's dope.
Pretty good.
I never thought of it. You
The
know?
way he was doing it too, honestly, he's like dressed up. He has his like sleeves rolled up a little bit, and they're going in simultaneously at the same time, and he's turning it. Like he's such a pro
He's
at
a
it.
pro.
It made me
Like,
so
he's been
mad how
doing it for a
professional he
while,
was.
But
I'm a little mad at how close the dryers are.
Well, it's for two
sometimes
people.
Wait. It was on the same level because sometimes they're like,
Yeah.
I don't know. You
Like
don't-
kid
one
and-
for the
kid
kids.
and
The
adult.
kids?
No,
So
they're at the
do you
same
go-
level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're across the bathroom. So I was like, Elastigirl?
You know, when I was a kid, like we're at the pool and like our, shorts are wet. Sometimes we would just go like,
Yeah.
and then put the air dryer in there.
Really?
Yeah, it feels so good.
Oh, dang. See, that's another cool one. I'm mad I didn't get to do that one.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that next time,
Yeah.
but I won't collect the shit particles.
Then you're having shit particles
Yeah.
on
so-
your friend.
Yeah. On the friend.
On the
I really
friend
appreciate
window.
you guys listening. I feel like this was a really great session, and
Are you talking about us or the listeners?
Yeah.
I'm talking about you guys.
Oh, okay.
Well,
We
the
got you.
listeners too. But like, yeah, it was a lot of trauma.
I think we
so.
traumatize you more.
Yeah.
Because you're not really a fan of germs.
I'm so glad you
No,
brought
actually,
that. I'm
I would have been normally, but like, just this victory over Nate feels
Yeah.
like I'm on a high a little bit more so than the fear of the germs, and also like I just came out of your bathroom with like washed soaped up hands, so it's like that's in the past. But Nate, he will continue on with his life,
Poopy fingers.
double fisting shit, like,
Yeah.
and then probably doing the same thing to his wife later.
See how
But
nice
you-
I'm
we
talking
were?
about anal.
Whoa.
See how nice we were? We waited to end your story and then we're like, all right, here's what's wrong with your story.
Yeah.
You revealed the side effect afterwards.
I feel like we were both like ready to let him know. Like,
I was
your
just
whole-
waiting. I was like holding it in, like, oh God.
Why are you? And then when he said both drivers, I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
And then when you said he
no.
did it, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Because I initially thought like you knew about the air dryers. So I was like, oh, like you were going to say
I've
something
always
about that.
speculated because there's always ways to optimize the bathroom experience, the public bathroom experience.
Yeah.
It's never a good experience.
Yeah.
You have to make it better and better each time so that you avoid more germs. You clean properly, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of factors that go into it. A public bathroom is not a safe space.
Yeah.
And so knowing this information now,
Yeah.
I thought you said you were gonna have
more
like a
education.
peeping tom and like the urinal next to you or something, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Whoa!"
oh, that's a given.
That's a good.
Excuse me.
That's actually a sign of respect, actually.
Yeah.
I
Like,
heard that's like the worst thing you can do.
from who?
I don't know, just stories.
Probably people that call their things their friends.
Yeah.
That's definitely something that they would be worried about.
I actually had a really bad bathroom experience this weekend as well.
What happened?
Oh, yeah?
I walked into the men's bathroom. And then,
Oh, I hate that.
and guess what? I see a girl in there.
No way.
Yeah, I see a
Wait,
girl,
what?
like straight up girl, like acting like it's normal. And maybe she identified as a man. Maybe I identify as a guy. That's fine. For you. Not for me in the bathroom, bro. This is like our...
Was it like a single or it was like a
no, it was
multiple
a public,
unit?
multiple unit.
Okay.
Like she's like vibing in there.
What was she doing?
She's like using the bathroom and washing her hands like normal. But it's like, yo, this is my like guy safe space. Like I'm trying to pee. I'm not trying to, when there's like girls around you, the vibe changes.
Yeah.
The vibe was different.
This
Maybe
sounds
it was like a trans girl and she didn't want to.
I think that's what it was, but I was like, I felt uncomfortable. And then my uncle also saw it, Hadi. He obviously had like,
Oh, this is at the Maga Fest?
This at
Yeah,
Maga
that makes sense.
he also had harsher comments. But I was like, yo, imagine if you did that in the girls' bathroom. There's no way you could do that.
Yeah, no.
There's no way you could do that.
So that is a huge L on her part. Let me tell you why.
Why?
I'm actually a user of the women's bathroom.
It's nice.
It's much nicer. If it's a single, if when you go into restaurants and it's like it says men, women,
But it's single use.
but it's single use,
And the only difference is one has like a urinal probably. That's it.
Or
and
like a
usually
nicer
not.
soap.
Yeah.
Usually it's
Usually it's
just
just
a same
toilet.
thing,
Yeah.
but it just says men, women.
Yeah.
I prefer the women's.
Why are you trying to steal our tampons?
It's cleaner in there. You could use the tampon to like clean up a little bit.
That's a bad. Yeah.
And I saw one time, it was another public bathroom experience. I was watching, there was a trans person. I was gonna see what they choose because it was the bathrooms were labeled man, woman. So I was like,
Flip a coin.
waiting. I was placing bets. I was like, yo, what do you think? You got minus 400 on that. So they chose to go into the women's, and I was like, yeah, that's exactly right.
Was it a trans male or trans female?
That I will never know.
No, Frost. The question is, were they present? Which one were they presenting as?
They had long hair. I think they were going for a woman.
Okay.
It looked like a man.
Okay, so you're saying that it was a trans woman.
It was like a 2.
Watch it.
It was like if it was a woman, like a 2 woman.
Okay, so making their way there. So then,
When you watch it, there's hot trans people.
Oh, so you're saying that?
You ever seen one of those things? What's it called? You got gooned? Is that what it's called?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Goond?
I forget what it's called, but like on Twitter,
Like Aka?
on Twitter, it'll be like, oh, like it'll have a picture of like a hot girl, and then it'll be like, yo, what do you guys think or whatever. And
yeah.
it's like
We
these
need to
comments.
do an algorithm check for your social medias.
My socials are all great except Twitter. Twitter is wild.
Twitter
I have
is
no
wild.
idea why.
Actually, after Elon Musk, Twitter has gotten wilder.
It's like really bad, like
Yeah.
straight up porn on there, and I'm just like, I'm literally like, why is it this way?
He's like, why is it this way? Let me watch that one more time.
Well, the gooned ones,
The good ones.
it'll be like, do you guys think hot, whatever, and then it'll be like, oh, it's actually like a trans.
So why are you
Whatever.
clicking it to even find that out? You should have just scrolled past it.
Well, I know the trend by now,
Yeah.
so it's like, oh, let me see. Like the comments are usually funny, so then yeah, but the other ones, like you're just scrolling like casually. You might be in public or you're around your family, whatever, and I'm just looking at like, you know, if especially a UFC fight is on, you know, Ravens game, whatever, or I'm just like seeing what's the news, right? Twitter has like the live updates and news. Like I cannot scroll. I cannot get a clean scroll of a timeline without like just either ads of like OnlyFans stuff or just like something random. This position, that position, like just like girls, like it's I'm feeling lonely. Throw titties in the timeline, like even stuff like that. And I'm like, and I'm like, fine, let me see. No, but it's crazy. Twitter is
Yeah.
crazy.
crazy.
Twitter is wild.
My other feeds, like I remember even way back when everybody was like, oh, on TikTok, like it's just straight up girls twerking this and that. Like I never saw that.
Yeah. Yeah. When I just remember when people would complain about that, I'm like, bro, that's a you problem, bro. Like, especially TikTok, like you
Yeah.
can change that easily.
Yeah.
You can easily change that. So he's
All
like,
girls is just like half naked girls like shaking ass, and I'm like, that's yours.
Same with
buddy.
IG for you pages. Which, like, if that's your thing, like, that's fine
Yeah.
if that's what you're clicking on. But I actually take a lot of pride in crafting my For You pages, whether it be like my YouTube. Oh my God. Like, everything I just keep adding to watch later. My watch later just keeps growing because I'm like, all of these recommendations are so good. And with all of my socials, I like the For You pages because I don't have the same experience that other people might be having, where it's like I find a lot of like resourceful stuff. It'll be like my TikTok is strictly for like entertainment. Like it's crafted in a way that it's not all just like I'm seeing repeated stuff for the most part. But yeah, Twitter X, it's XXX at this point.
Yeah.
It's horrible. What else we got? Kanye and wife.
Speaking of XXX, like, I don't know if you guys have seen Kanye's Instagram.
do you know who you're talking to? We are Kanye enthusiasts.
Yeah, people don't like that.
What? That we're Kanye enthusiasts?
Like if I say that I'm a Kanye fan, like it's like saying, you know, oh, I'm a Trump supporter like a few years ago.
For some reason, Kanye just withstands most. Like, people are okay with still supporting him, you know? Like, he has that whole thing of like, oh, he's crazy, that's what we love about him. But like, oh, like, be nice about mental health. And like, he got a point though. And
No,
like,
there's also a lot of people that are like, I hate Kanye, like with a passion.
yeah, but I feel like
And
they
they also
eventually
don't-
come back around.
No, but like they hate him because they only know him surface level. Like they'd never really listen to his music, but like those that follow him surface level, they're just like, oh, like he's anti-Semitic, whatever, all that stuff. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, Kanye, just as a refresher, when he was with Kim, mind you, he chose Kim after he knew about her, you know, little sex tape or whatever, and married her. And then he would get mad that she would post more provocative pictures on the timeline, you know? And that was like a thing where it was a whole thing in the Keeping Up with the Kardashians where he was like, I just don't really like, you're my wife. Like, I don't really want you doing this. And
Like he wanted her to dress more modestly and stuff, right?
exactly. And now let's just take a look at what his Instagram looks like right now with his new wife, Bianca.
Oh, like my Twitter feed.
Literally. Bianca Consori? Is that Bianca right now my Google search is Doug
All right,
Dimmadome.
this is where we get demonetized, even though we don't make any money on YouTube.
Bianca
But
Sensori.
Okay, he's posting straight up like nudes of his girl.
first of all, she looks like a Kim clone. Like
Somebody wrote Kim Kardashian and then wrote like instead of SHIAN, it's like SH.
oh, like Shein.
Shein,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
And I
funny.
was like, oh, that one's good.
Yeah.
But like, why has he got her? How is this not cancelable? Like Mia Khalifa canceled, but her in a bikini with a hijab on straight up. Like, what is going on?
I don't think it's a hijab.
Yeah.
It's-
I know it's not a hijab, buddy. I'm aware.
You sure about that?
She's like, well, at least she's got the hijab on.
But like, if you look at the picture, you can see her actual areola.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it's not being deleted. When other pages reposted her, they like put emojis over it because it's straight up showing areola.
Yeah.
Which
Kanye's the goat. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, there's always a reason and some sort of a thinking to why he does what he does.
This is what they all say for everything.
I'm not saying I agree with it, but it seems to be like when Kanye in his songs, even when he's like been in interviews and stuff, he really, at least at one point, might still believe this of like having your wife or your girl as like a trophy, as like a symbol of yourself and like your worth. And there's also another part of it that's like he would say about Kim Kardashian, like you know, she's the most wanted woman in the world, and like I'm from Chicago and I grew up this way and whatever. And so there's something there that like is almost like a get back, or it's a hot in your face world.
Is he trying to get people to desire her so he could be like, haha, now that you desire her, now you know she's mine?
We don't really know, right? But it's like it's coming off as a flex, as like, hey, look at my girl. But I don't know. It might
It's
be like
giving
part of it.
trafficking vibes in these
Trafficking.
pictures. Like, look at that. Like, her in just like the hallway and shit. And also, it's so funny because Kim mentioned how North really likes going to her dad's apartment because she like gets to cook there and stuff. But what they're cooking is just ramen. And so this like gives us a little bit of insight. It's like literally his apartment feels like he's just like, all right, like stand right there. Like, let me just take a picture and whatever. But if you go down, it's funny because the more that he has her being revealing, the more he just like wears oversized things and hides. Like if you look at his picture, like click on that one or the other one. Do you see? Okay, cool. He's like wearing oversized stuff, whatever. Go back. He like posts a couple of revealing pictures, and that one to the left. That one.
Sorry,
It's just like,
Frost is getting distracted.
yeah. And like you can only see his hands in this. I'm like, what? Like, and that's like the only pictures he has of him on his profile. Everything else is just his wife naked.
Yeah. Do you think this is like also like a, I don't know, a power play? Because like with Kim, she would post it herself, but with this, he's like, oh, I'm posting her. Like this
Good
might be the
point.
difference, you know?
I mean, maybe, but I'm just like, imagine being Kim Kardashian feeling so validated right now.
In what way?
Just being like, see, like you're so whack. Like, what do you think you're doing? Like, this is not it. This is
Yeah.
straight up not it. Meanwhile, she's posting this and doing it like, because he's doing this from the gaze of like a male, right? Which I guess is kind of a
You
good
don't know. From Kanye's perspective, he's always winning. He has this
what are
lyric.
you-
He has a lyric that goes like this. He says, "There's 1,000 yous. There's only one of me." And it
Damn.
could be just him just being like, "Look, it looks like you. I got her naked over here in my kitchen cooking me ramen. So what? Like, I can replace you easily." But Kanye, like me, he literally calls himself a god. He's like, I'm a genius. Like, just listen to what he says about himself and about other people. And, the difficult part for fans, for audience, is seeing the conflicting kind of like handling of things when he's going through his Jesus era, when he's like, praise God, do this and that. And then it's like, people are in the comments like, this is not very Christ-like. And you don't know where the line is when it comes to him being an artist, and then Kanye as a human being, and what he really believes with his faith. Like, we just don't know.
Yeah. I'm just like, he had such a problem with Pete Davidson and like not wanting him around the kids and whatever. And then he just like goes, and 2 months after they finalize their divorce, you're married to somebody and just posting them naked online. And apparently, Kanye is like, what, 46? She's 20 years younger than him.
The GOAT. No,
Yeah, he's
It's not that different than what a lot of rich people do.
yeah.
I'm not saying it excuses it in any way, but I find a lot of it ironic, honestly. Like, the way that he's doing it, it's so obvious. I think, like, it's not that he doesn't know what he's doing. I think that all of it is ironic. I think that all of it is, sometimes people, like, he's posting an absolute joke, and then people are like, oh my God, what does this mean? Like, decode it. And then he's just like, yo, I was just playing. I was just high. Like, that's the energy that Kanye has. It's literally like random spurts of whatever he's feeling. And we know about his, like, mental health stuff too.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like he had the blueprint, and now he's
Kim Kardashian is a blueprint.
that, like, Kim Kardashian has like literally changed the standard of beauty like in its entirety.
And he did date girls with like similar body shapes as Kim.
And like,
Yeah, I mean, he himself said that. I agree with it. But like, are you saying that, or you're saying that as like in a cultural kind of like viewpoint?
I'm saying that Kim did shape the standard of beauty. Like,
Yeah.
what she uses, like how everybody's doing natural makeup now, that's because of Kim Kardashian. We went
But is she
from
a
putting
blueprint though? Like,
she's the blueprint for like
that
what
industry
we
and stuff?
like what we look at for beauty, from at least what the industry looks at as beauty. And and like, for example, she said, oh, Skims, like neutral colors. Now you go to H&M, you can get a neutral micro fitting shirt. She invented the micro fitting shirt in Skims. Everything that you go is a Skims dupe. She brought back like the cozy clothes. She has like the natural makeup. No,
but what does this have to do with like Kanye?
What I'm saying is that like she is setting the standard, and he basically married somebody who's following her standard, because a lot of what she looks like seems like it's modeled after her. Like the whole fake butt, the whole like the facial structure, lip filler is like in a natural way. And like she looks smack like Kim. You can't deny that she doesn't look very similar to Kim. So he was with the blueprint, and then he went with the Shein version.
I also think he wants that. Like, for him, I think he was sort of against Kim being like all out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he also went so far that I think he like found the hard drive that had the tape or whatever, and he like removed it. I don't know.
Yeah,
he did
like
something.
there's this like moment in the Keeping Up with Kardashians where he like there's like one like
so
version
funny.
of it left, and he brought it in like a suitcase and presented it and was like, I brought it for you. And she's like, oh my God.
Yeah, and then the mom's like, thank you so much, Kanye. He's like sitting there like a kid. He's like, no problem. Like, he's like really shy. Like,
He like went to Ray J
It's so cute.
himself
Yeah.
and like asked for it back or whatever.
But anyways, like I think he was very against like just Kim being like so open and like just so popular and looked at, that I think he wants like Kim, but like a low key version of her. And I think that's why he's happy with like a girl like this who looks exactly like her and is probably more low key, and he gets to post her whenever he does. That's my theory of who he's dating.
It could just be a project. Like literally, remember his last girl? He was like,
she was from that movie,
Julia
Julia
Fox.
and
Yeah.
he was posting like her in similar ways, and it was kind of like, I don't know. It comes across as when celebrities publicize this stuff, they don't have to, but there's a reason. Like, you make an effort, a conscious effort to post something about you. Like, what is it? Like, we're gonna publicize this, and this is how I want it to look. It's obviously intentional. We just don't know what the intent is.
Yeah.
But
Well, she
very
used to be the architect for Yeezy.
Who?
Oh,
That's who
girl.
she is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, but he's the GOAT, though.
The
oh
goat.
my God. I can't.
We know Kanye at this point. It's just like, what are you going to Kanye for? What are you going to Kim for? It's like,
I know.
get out of it what you want. It's us at the end of the day that care about this stuff as consumers. And literally, it's like we put value on this stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Like his feed right now, I don't care for it. But
It
as soon as he
only
puts
has
out,
her. Like I'm literally looking at it. His profile picture is not even like what's going on?
all I want is for Backstreet Boys to clear that sample. That's
Yeah.
all I want.
And then release the Vultures album.
And I want Backstreet Boys to perform at the Super Bowl.
That'd be fire.
That would be good too. With
would be
Kanye, he comes out.
Yo.
He's a clear the sample, and then he comes out. I'm the king, Burger King.
Burger King.
One in the pink,
Two
one,
in the-
two in the. What was it?
One in the pink, one in the stink.
These are Kanye lyrics, by the way. Okay, should we finish off with video or one of the other flash topics?
We can do the video.
Okay.
Okay.
What
so
do we got on the video?
basically,
We're just hour 20 in, by the way, just letting you guys know.
that's fine.
Okay.
Video's short. My friend, he says like, "Hey, I brought you something," and apparently he won this at an auction, like a couple years ago. So
Okay.
yeah, he just brought it out of nowhere. Like there's no other context to it.
Just brought it to you.
He just brought it to me at a random, and I wanted to show you guys what it is, even everyone in the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you should put it on the table.
It's a big box.
Yeah, it's a big box. So
Oh my gosh.
I like the club music in the back.
yeah, I don't know. Usually not my song style of choice, but for some reason it was the vibe.
Yo, what the heck?
Oh my god.
Two swords. Let's go.
But it's not one sword, it's two swords.
Oh my god.
Do this.
Bro, brother. Yeah. Are you gonna go to sword fights?
Why does that look so cartoonish?
Dude. So,
Why
yeah.
did he give you these swords?
So
Let's go, sword gang.
Basically, the context was he had this for like 3-4 years.
Yeah.
And it was just like chilling in his garage. And he said he won the auction because he was just like having a battle with somebody, and his like ego was like, I have to win these swords. Like I don't care for these swords, but I have to win because.
Should have sword battled for it.
Yeah. And so then he had these for like 3 years. And then I had a song recently about knights.
Oh my god.
Two nights.
And so then he was like, this is perfect. And I was like, dude, I wish you gave me this earlier, but like, it's okay.
Oh, you guys didn't like film anything with the video?
No, with the swords or anything. So we're just, because I just got it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, but thank you though. And then I remembered your story of how you hated swords. And I was like, this is
a pretty
so funny.
disturbing ass video.
Yeah.
Like you were way too excited.
Did you? Can we look at this still of him holding the two swords right here?
Yeah.
I mean,
It was really it took us
Absolutely
back to
incredible.
slimy energy.
no.
You were
Look
snailing
at
all
that.
over the place.
My God. Look at the pose. I mean, would you not look at this and be like, this is a superior male?
Yeah, this is
Like-
peak male.
Like if I was drying my hands, if I'm a man named Nate and this man walked in, I would fear for my hands. You'd chop them off, both of them.
Yep.
Double dryers, me double swords.
Oh, what? So, okay, where?
Wow.
What are you gonna do with it?
I have no idea. Just hang it or something.
Where? For what?
You could hang it like in an X.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Put a shield in the middle.
Train. Wait, are they like real swords? Like, can you like train with them?
The real swords, but the sides are dull. The point is sharp.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you could like practice with somebody.
I
Yeah,
really
but they're
need
not
a
like
few.
real because the handle is ceramic. So it's like
Are
kind
they
of
like
like
display swords?
kind of, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You look cool, man. Let me tell you something. You look fantastic. Here she goes
Thank you.
again.
Here she goes.
Last time she had a similar laugh when we were discussing swords,
I think I'm gonna
and
throw
she
up.
has an image of Shimmer up handling. By the way, handling two of these swords right here.
Yeah, I had to bring this video up because we know Amber's
Dude, the Illuminati pose. Fuck. Caught. Strange flavors. Shimmer Wally, part of Illuminati confirmed.
Shit. It's just so comfortable, bro.
Dude, he gets 2 swords. He starts interviewing furries. He forgets about the brown Doug Dimmadome.
And just casually holding
Shimmer Illuminati confirmed.
Yeah, I just wanted Amber's reaction for that.
Yeah, I hate this with the passion. I really,
Why? It's cool.
All right, the way you said it.
I just, yeah. And also, the shape of these looks so cartoonish. Like, they don't even look cool. Just kidding. Sorry, friend. But, like, they're
You're
not,
calling his swords his friends? That's what you're doing?
Poetic.
like, how long is that?
So longer is not better. Size doesn't matter.
Size matters. Not in this regard. Yeah. Can we move on, please? I hate this.
I'm looking.
I literally need a PO.
I'm
She
staring.
doesn't like my swords.
It's okay. You can come over and we can play with our swords.
Have a
We can
sword
sharpen
fight.
them together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a sword fight.
We can sharpen them using each other's.
Yeah.
I think you have enough things hung up on your wall.
This is another thing.
I love it.
Another
Okay.
thing.
I think let's take the other stuff to Patreon.
Patreon.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's hear a teaser.
A teaser is Mufti Menk just came out with a dating app or like a marriage app.
Yeah, we all signed up for it and we got wives and husbands. So if
Excuse
you want to hear
me?
about it,
Multiple.
yeah, multiple. So if you want to hear about it, only on the Patreon.
Me
Only
too.
on the Patreon.
Multiple husbands.
Yeah, multiple husbands.
New age Muslims.
Yep. Yep.
And yeah, we're talking about other stuff. But yeah, come chill with us on Patreon. Link in bio.
Lincoln.
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln bio.
Description.
And merch. We have very nice merch
we do.
that you want to purchase. And so if you want to become a friend or family member,
You
Patreon.
ruined the word friend.
Why?
No, she did.
Why?
Because she
What'd she do?
calls wieners friends.
Oh, if you want to be
Yeah.
our friends, there's 2 ways. One of them you join the Patreon, the other one we won't discuss.
One in the pink,
One in the steak.
Oh my God.
It's been
What
another
are all
week.
the-
Another flavor.
A little less stranger.
Talk to you next time.